People do not trust us like they used to. And it's not just us, it's all of legacy media.
As 2026 began, CBS had their new evening news anchor deliver a manifesto, so to speak.
On too many stories, the press has missed the story.
Tony promised to operate on the highest of standards.
I'm Tony Dokoupil, the anchor of the CBS Evening News. Hold me to it.
Well, as the first broadcast on Monday turned out, that should not be the standard.
All right, to other news, as you just heard from Jill. Well, to other news now, to Governor Walz. No, we're going to do Mark Kelly. First day, big problems here. Are we going to Kelly here, or are we going to go to Jonah Kaplan? We're doing Mark Kelly, possibly demoted from his retired rank of captain in the Navy.
So I saw some outlets trying to frame this as this was Tony's fault. It wasn't. So yeah, what I'm guessing happened here is that Tony's teleprompter script, the next topic was Tim Walz. But then Tony sees in his monitor that the graphic is Mark Kelly. So yeah, it appears as though the graphics operator put up the wrong graphic.
First day, big problems here.
And then there's a debate within the control room on whether or not they're going to, stick with the script. And yeah, then the graphics going to have to change. Or are they going to stick with the graphic and change the script?
What, are we going to Kelly here, or are we going to go to Jonah Kaplan?
And yeah, that's how it played out live on air on the East Coast during the 6:30 broadcast. Now, when they aired on the West Coast at 6:30 Pacific time, here's what they saw.
Could be out too. All right, now to another one of today's top stories. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is moving to have Senator Mark Kelly.
Yeah, so the screw up is gone. So after they finished shooting the 6:30 live broadcast on the East Coast, Tony and the crew shot a new version of that section. Yeah, for the West Coast, they put it into the broadcast. And yeah, you can see there's a jump cut. Right when Tony finishes talking to the correspondent, there's a two-shot. When it cuts to him, as a single shot.
All right, as it always does. Jill, thank you very much. You dominate. Thank you for being there. Appreciate it. As you just heard from Jill, we should not expect this to affect...
His body position and the two shots don't line up. Yeah, so yeah, it's a jump cut there. Yeah, so this is a different version that they shot. Now, apparently this is pretty common practice for news programs that air live on the East Coast. Yeah, they fixed any issues that they would have for the West Coast airing 3 hours later. Entertainment Weekly wrote that CBS has not made a statement about this yet. They don't need to. This kind of stuff happens. Speaking from experience, yeah. I mean, I worked as a graphics operator when, I first started in TV for 3 to 4 years. And yeah, there's definitely a couple times where I put up the wrong graphic. Not often. Maybe 2 or 3 times it happens. So yeah, it happens. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Of course, it's a very high-profile week for, mistakes like that to be happening for the CBS Evening News. And yeah, they did have more eyeballs for Tony's debut than usual. So 4.4 million people tuned in. That's up about 500,000 from the average viewership that CBS Evening News got when John Dickerson and Maurice Dubois were anchoring. Now, to give you some perspective, 14 million people tuned in when Katie Couric started her reign at the desk in 2006. Now, the big problems have not stopped there. The news program's number 2 producer, Javier Guzman, was let go after Wednesday's episode. And it's not sitting well with the rest of the staff. So yeah, this has been quite a first week for Tony and the rest of the crew on the CBS Evening News, and it's only Thursday. Yeah.
And that's another day in America. I can't believe they let me keep that line. For CBS News, I'm Tony Dokoupil.
What do you think of the headline mix-up? Do you think CBS should just let that kind of stuff go, or do you appreciate the fix?